So where are you taking me now? We have friend in high place in American government. He say, MLS garbage. He go Don Garber, you're fired. And that new league will be doing it bigly. Wait. You're telling me the President of the United States got rid of MLS? You'll not worry about details. We have Comrade owns 49% of team on the West Coast. Apparently 51% owned by supporters. Very rare American soccer. Yes, they call it soccer. I do not understand. It says FC in the... Anyway. West Coast, like I said, easy travel to Khabarovsk in comparison to some parts of the world. You manage. New challenge for you, yes. Am I ever really gonna earn my freedom here? Of course. You got Khabarovsk promoted. This team, you generate 15 million in transfer revenue. We let you and your little friend go. Well, 15 million doesn't seem like that much. You start in 9th division of new American system. Oh. Yeah. 15 million then, huh? Here, you're going to need this. Huh. Fits pretty good. Let's do this. My friends, I am so excited for this series that we're kicking off, re-kicking off, depending on how you look at it. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, American Rescue was the start of this series, and I played it in the beta for FM19. The link is going to be popping up there in that top corner for you. Go watch it if you don't know what's going on. But the idea with this was to get rid of MLS and put in a custom 10-tier system in the United States. Canada has its own league. Obviously, Mexico has its own league. The database creator, his link, his Twitter account is going to be in the description. He goes by Acid Fire with some numbers after it, so that's why I'm just going to give you the link. It took some time between FM18 and FM19. They changed the editor, so he'd been working on the FM18 version since like February of 2018, and then it was supposed to just be able to port over to 19, and it didn't work. So he had to kind of like rebuild the whole thing, and he has done that and graciously shared it with me and a few others. So he gets a massive shout out for this. But again, the idea is that it's a 10-tier system. So there's no like, essentially we're getting pro rel into American soccer/football. Okay, that's the idea. And there's a cup competition where like the winners of the Canadian League and in the US and Mexico all play each other, like kind of like a Champions League, but for North America. We're going to get into all that. It's going to be incredible. But I do want to give some shout outs first, and I actually want you to help me do this. I want you to stop the video here in just a second to thank the two people that kind of got us to this point with San Francisco City FC. Okay, the first one I already mentioned in the description below is Acid Fire. So I want you to, if you have Twitter, go on there, send him a tweet, say thanks for creating that database and letting @GrayHairGaming use it, okay? The other one I want to thank is Casey Proud. Now, Casey is a lifetime member of San Francisco City FC. He's the 2019 membership board member, and he is the one that hooked me up with this awesome, look at this thing. This thing is incredible. Look at that. This awesome scarf. This like iron-on patch thing to like put on a bag. Obviously that looks like a football there. And like a 2018, this is back in 2018 when he sent it, because I was supposed to kick this off in like November, and then the database broke. So he's been very patient. Like a 2018 membership thing. And as you saw in the intro, this amazing t-shirt. This thing is legit. I am so excited. So Casey, thank you so much. San Francisco City FC, thank you so much. I want to talk to you. We will get to the Football Manager stuff, I promise. But I want to talk to you about this club and why I think it's so awesome that they're getting involved with what I'm doing here. So let's go take a look at their website. So San Francisco City FC, it's sfcityfc.com. If you want to go take a look at them, they play, obviously you can see up there, they play in the USL 2. They are a very, in my opinion, very well known club in the United States. Now, they're not MLS, and they don't have anything to do with that and all the backing and all the garbage, in my opinion, that goes along with that. They are a supporter-owned club. You can see they got a 2019 member scarf design contest. So they want their members involved in designing the scarves and the shirts and all that kind of stuff. They are 51% owned by supporters and 49% by investor partners. That is unique in the United States. There are some other clubs. They're not the only club. I don't want to give you that impression, but there are not many clubs. Usually there is an investor owner that runs everything and usually pays the fees to whatever league that they're playing in, and so on and so forth. They are different. They are owned by their supporters, and that is awesome. They've got obviously some like major sponsors here. You can kind of take a look at that. What I want to talk to you about is down here. So our founding members agreed to structure the organization differently than traditional American sports teams and envision the club as more than a team for fans to watch on match days. We believe that sports teams have a duty to the community in which they play. We see sports teams as tools for social change. Our overall goal is to help grow the sport in the United States while making San Francisco a better place to live. The members organization pledges to give back to the community through charity events, volunteer hours, youth soccer programs, and fundraising. In 2017, they contributed over 300 volunteer hours back to the community and are continuing to provide member support. Obviously, this is a news piece that they put up from obviously 2018 because it's talking about 2017. This is the youth setup. San Francisco City FC is committed to providing top quality soccer opportunities for our city's youth while honoring the civic and sporting legacy of San Francisco. Our mission is to teach the fundamental soccer skills needed to play at the most competitive level while also building values at the core of every great athlete. Respect for self and others, perseverance, and an indomitable spirit, if I can get that out. Our commitment to eliminating the pay-to-play system, which is one of my biggest beefs in the United States. A system that prevents access for many of our youth, promotes social responsibility, and preserves the integrity of the beautiful game. We call it soccer, I know. For my European viewers, please hang with us. Soccer is a sport that should be accessible to all without the financial burden club association often brings. Because again, a lot of times in the United States, if you join a club as a youth player, you could, they're elite teams that travel, it could be $1,000 to $5,000 a year. So they are trying to get rid of that with their club, right? San Francisco City FC believes in a top-down rather than bottom-up club support structure with the sponsorship from our premier teams benefiting our youth academy and not the other way around, right? So they're not going to take a bunch of fees from the youth teams and use those to support the first team, right? They're going to get sponsorships for the first team, and that benefits the whole club, including the youth teams. This pathway from micro soccer, use under 6 and under 7, to the adult teams provides a harmonious, consistent approach to technique with coaches, unified and tactical systems of play that are both age and level appropriate. It also gives and provides our young players role models, mentors, both on and off the field. So I'm not going to read everything with it. I just think they're really, really awesome. If you're interested, I think it's awesome that they sent me swag, right? You can buy an ambassador membership. It's $25 and give it away, right? Like if you don't live in the area, right? If you live in the area, you can get a season ticket membership and whatever. You can go on here. You can, the beanies are sold out. They've got an awesome holiday sweater for $20 for holiday sweaters. I mean, I think it looks like a holiday sweater, but it's awesome. Like, look at this stuff. This is a legitimate club. I love that logo. I love this shirt they sent me. You can buy the old scarves if you want. I just think it's awesome. So the fact that they have jumped in and because I reached out to Casey, honestly, Casey, I can't remember how I originally found you. I think it was something to do with non-league soccer USA, something on Twitter. I saw you on Twitter and we started going back and forth. And I'll be honest with you, I have done that. I've messaged Cabin Teely on my other series and I've mentioned them more than once and they've never gotten back with me. So the fact that San Francisco City FC jumped right in, I mean, when you look at this stuff, they probably sent me $60, $70 worth of stuff. And it's taken until February. I was expecting to roll this series out in November. They've been very patient with me. I think it's awesome. So whether or not you live in San Francisco, I think this is a cool club in the United States and you should definitely take a look at them. Now, okay, let's actually get into the Football Manager stuff, shall we? All right. So how is this going to work? We're going to find out. It is a custom database. So if you've watched Football Manager series in the past, especially custom database Football Manager series, they don't always work perfectly. We're just going to work out any kinks there are and just kind of roll with it. But I just want to kind of give you the overall structure here. You've got 10 tiers in this system. And they are packed full of teams, my friend. So the National Independent Soccer Association, or NISA, is the 10th tier. You can take a look at the clubs here. Top team gets promoted. Next 2 teams enter a playoff. Bottom 2 teams relegated. They would get promoted to the NASL Division 2 is what we're going to call it here. And San Francisco City is in there. So we are in the 9th tier. That's where we're going to be starting out our career. We're going to try and take this team as high as we can. Again, the overarching idea with this series is Gray Hair Gaming has been abducted, and as well as his handler, because he's a secret agent, obviously. And to get their freedom, he's going to try and generate $15 million in transfer revenue. And when I was testing out the database, I processed it many years in the future, and it takes a while for that transfer revenue to start to kick in at like the 5th tier. So we're gonna have to see if we can get promoted. Series is probably going to run all the way to FM20 is my guess. We're gonna have to get promoted, and then we're gonna have to make some tough decisions on, do we sell that player to generate the transfer funds? And then I do gasp, I have the editor, you can see it up here, engaged to where I can just immediately deduct it from the budget. So we can sell a player and immediately deduct it, and that's going to be, obviously the bad guys taking the funds out of the club to get towards that 15 million. So again, it looks like here, 9th tier, let's take a look at the rules, right? This is important to us right now. Top team goes up, 2nd through 5th qualify for the promotion playoff, bottom 2 teams are relegated. So there's not a relegation playoff. It's like you go straight down, my friends. Nations treated as non-foreign, Canada. That's it. You can see the transfer windows and all that. There's a little bit of prize money, but then you keep going. NASL Division 1. And what I love about the guy who made the database, Acid Fire, it's got logos. It's the Snap-on North American Soccer League Division 1. It's like complete. It's amazing. It's amazing. Then you go to the United Soccer League 3, so USL 3, as we might know it. Top 3 teams win promotion. Okay, that's if more than 10 points separate 3rd and 4th. If fewer than 11 points separate 3rd and 4th, then the top 2 teams go up. And then 3rd through 6th qualify for the promotion playoff. So that's why there's only 2 greens there. We'll have to see if that works. Again, it's a custom database. Same thing, USL 2. So if you're a San Francisco City FC supporter, I hope you're okay with that. You're in the 9th tier. I didn't create the database. It's just trying to cobble as many teams together, and I kind of like the challenge being in the 9th tier. So we'll have to see what the contracts and players look like. Then you got USL League 1. Again, 22 teams in all these tiers. 20 teams in the United Soccer League Championship. And then you've got MLS 2 with 20 teams, and MLS, the 3M MLS, when this is all the teams that you recognize. So that's our goal, is to move up through the ranks and to sell some players to generate revenue. That'll what would be we'd call that's the completion of the series. I'm so excited about this. And there's under 23s and under 18s. This is awesome. We have 102,000. Oh, it's in euros. Hold on. We have 119, almost $120,000 in transfer budget. We're currently over budget, apparently. We can use the transfer budget to pay that down, but wage budget is 1519, and we got a balance of 800 grand. Not bad, but I think it's going to dwindle quite quickly. We'll have to take a look here. Is there anybody? Okay, there's no. Okay, we don't have any under 23s. Okie dokie. Oh, I'm not going to go through every player. Let's look at our first team. Okay, do we have a goalkeeper? We got 2 goalkeepers, and again, because this is a custom database, these are just randomly generated players. It doesn't have anybody from the actual San Francisco City FC team. That would be a bit much to ask for this database creator with all these 20 to 22 teams in each league. So it's just randomly created them. Right. Okay. We do pay some of our point. We're paying our studs. Let's go take a look. Stuart Redmond. Okay. Attacking midfielder, advanced playmaker. Yes. 5 passing. If this is a 5-star, it's not a good one. Okie dokie. All right. Adnan Gabeljik from Croatia. We've got a Croatian international. No youth caps, but he looks a gem. 6'3" target man. Loving that. Interesting. Is he an actual player? It's acting as if this is a real human being. I apologize. I'm not familiar with an Adnan Gabeljik. We'll have to take a look. Ben Brewster. Okay, he looks like an actual player as well. Tulsa. He was in Tulsa for a season. Right back or center back. Either way, it's a no-nonsense. It's essentially playing a center back at right back or at center back. He can't cross to save his life. Well, that's interesting. And what I do plan to do for my patrons on Patreon, if you're not familiar with that, link is in the description. It's a way for you to financially support the channel. I'm gonna not right now, but our next youth intake, if we start getting in some gems here, we're gonna name some of our incoming youth prospects after our patrons. So keep an eye on that if you are a patron. And if you're interested in that, again, link is in the description. It happens at the second tier, so you have to take that into consideration. So we've got some sort of a midfielder, we've got a target man, and we have a center back / right back. And then Ernesto Hernandez, right, he's a right winger. Okay, are we going to play a 4-4-2? I feel like if you play low league football, 4-4-2 pretty good. So could he just play the wing and he's got the pay? Oh, gosh. Maybe he could, he can't cross either. He's just fast is really what it comes down to. But will that be enough? Could he ping it in to our target man? Maybe. And then it's a bit of a drop off, right? Nick Jackins. Okay. Apparently a left back. Or a center back. I mean, he's got 3 crossing. That's looking pretty good. So, well, again, we're going to dig into this. I got to get to know the squads and all that kind of stuff. Here we go. Right. Oh, they're paying me $9.50 a week. I don't know why. Can I ask for less? I don't need that much. We'll attend the meetings and all that kind of stuff. You can see the transfers, responsibility. So I'm going to set all this up. I don't think it actually has members of the board. Yeah, it's given random. I'm not even sure if FM allows you to have like supporter-owned clubs, but we're gonna roll as if they're supporter-owned. That, even though there's a chairman and that's the only member of the board. So look at this. We've got gaps on our staff. Lots of zeros next to things like under 18s coaching staff and scouts and so on. So we are starting straight from scratch, my friends. So what I'm gonna do. Oh, I'm so excited about this. And then he's created custom kits as well. Again, Acid Fire, just amazing job. So we are semi-professional right now in North American Soccer League Division 2. We've replaced Movie Pass because of their financial troubles, I guess is what we'll say, with McDonald's. Probably better type of sponsor. Do we even have sponsor revenue? Oh, we do. Oh my goodness. Imagine if that were the case, if you're a San Francisco City FC supporter, what that could do for the club. But the idea with this, again, is we're going to try and get this club promoted over many, many seasons, see what we can do, and then hopefully start getting some players in to develop them and then sell them on. We do have basic training, poor youth facilities, fairly basic junior coaching, and basic youth recruitment. So it's going to take some work to find some of those gems and to develop them. It does have the Kessler Stadium. That's their actual stadium, which I'm using a different skin. I think in the skin that Acid Fire used, it had like a picture of the stadium. I just like this skin better, so we're gonna go with it. But it does have the actual stadium there that they're using, which is awesome. So with that being said, the next episode, we're gonna be hopping into the season. Do we even know? Yes. Okay, we're gonna be kicking off, my friends. He's even got like a college league, National Collegiate Athletic Association Division 2. He's an unbelievable job with this database. We're going to be playing Beacon Hill Union in the first game with San Francisco City FC. With this being kind of the new series / kickoff reboot of the series, it would really mean a lot if you could hit that like button. Again, if you don't have Twitter, leave a comment thanking Acid Fire and Casey and San Francisco City FC for sending all this stuff and for creating the database like we talked about. But if you do have it, use those links. Give them some love on Twitter. I can't explain to you how excited I am about this. This is not going to be a daily release, so I'm figuring that out with all the series that I've got going on right now. But we'll figure that out. I'll put out as many episodes as I can. I'm super pumped about this. hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. If you're a San Francisco City FC supporter, hit that subscribe thing down over yonder with the little bell so you get notified when new episodes go live. And we will see you next time. Have a good one.